Welcome to Mah Jongg Central. My name is Michelle. I'm going to be doing some Siamese Mah Jongg random pulls for American style. If you don't know how to play Siamese style yet, there are links below this video to the lesson playlist. It really is a lot of fun. If you only have 2 people to play, this is the perfect solution. A lot of people just like playing Siamese style. Even if they have lots of people to play with, they just break up into tables of 2 and play this version. Give it a try yourself if you haven't tried it yet. It's definitely a challenge. Some people think it's easy, but it's not. All right, I am going to say I'm the dealer, so I'm going to take 28 random tiles. This is a Siamese Mah Jongg rack. If you don't already know about these, they're specially designed for 2 hands at the same time. There are links below the video for that too. I'm going to take 28 random tiles because as the dealer, that's how many you get. And while you're doing that, you don't have to count. Just take 4 from each side, and if you have 6 in the middle, you have enough, and then double it. That way you don't have to count all 28 tiles. I'm all for making things easy. There, 4 on each side, 6 in the middle. If you're the non-dealer, you need 5 in the middle. And then some people wonder how I lift and rack my tiles. This is how you do it. So you want to make sure that they're nice and tight and straight. And then you got to give yourself a little bit of room. And what you do is you pinch the edge, the 2 on the edge, you just pinch them gently inward to kind of make a nice tight string of tiles, and then you lift and rack. So you pinch and then turn it up just by holding those 2 edge tiles. Then you kind of grab the last 4 on each side with the palms of your hand, and then use that same pressing inward action to lift and rack. Like that. So pinch the last 2 and lift. You got to make sure they're in a nice line. Did you see how it kind of wiggled a little? Anytime that happens, you're going to probably fumble. So you just want to make sure that they're all in a nice tight line. And then you grab the 4 tiles on each side using your fingers, of course, on the back, and then the palm of your hand in the front. And then you lift and rack. Okay, so as far as setting up my tiles, this is how I like to do it. I put my jokers, flowers, winds, and dragons on the top. And of course you can change this up so your opponent doesn't get used to how you arrange your tiles. And then I put 2 suits on the bottom, and then I put 1 suit on top with the winds and dragons. So this is how I typically do it. Wow, we don't have a whole lot of BAMs. But wow, look at all these winds. That's a lot of winds. Okay, so let's see here. We've got flowers, north, east, west, lots of winds. Definitely going to do something with winds. And then as far as multiples, because I think this is a game of multiples, if you leverage your multiples, you're going to be much better off. We've got 8s and 9s. So I'm thinking a 6, 7, 8, 9 consecutive, and then a wind and dragon hand. That's what I would do here. So I'm just going to pull all my 6, 7, 8, 9s right there, and then winds and dragons together. Oops. And this actually is going to work out well because whatever decision I make, I try to leave myself with 8 discards at the beginning. I think that is a really good guideline for a successful double Mah Jongg. So I think probably if I had to pick a hand, I'd do east and west with flowers, but I would go ahead and hold all the winds just in case. I could potentially even use these flowers down here with something in the 7, 8, 9 or 6, 7, 8, 9 consecutive option. So I think probably east and west with flowers maybe, and then down here something with 6, 7, 8, 9. And since we have all those discards, we don't have to pick a hand. During the pick and discard phase of the game, I would just collect every 6, 7, 8, 9 until I run out of discards. Then I would pick a hand, and I would pick a hand that leverages the most of my multiples. So in this case I have a 9 and an 8. Maybe I could do 7, 8, 7, 8, 9, because here's a 7, 8, here's a 7, and then the 9. Anytime I'm working with mixed suits in consecutive, I try to pick 4 numbers in a range around the multiples. That's why I kept the 6 as well. So 6, 7, 8, 9 is my 4-number range. I'll just gather until I run out of those discards. So that's what I would do with this random pull. Winds and dragons, or winds technically, and then consecutive 6, 7, 8, 9 hand. Okay, let's do this again. All right, random 28. There's our 4 from each side with 6 in the middle. Okay, here we go. Okay, so let's look at multiples here. We have a pair of greens, east and south, 1, 2. So let's see here. I'm actually thinking of a pair hand here, maybe. We do have gaps though. But look, we just need a west and we have 2s. We could do news with 2s. And then, yeah, that's not leveraging the most of the tiles though. We're going to end up with a lot of discards, so I don't think so. I like playing pair hands though. Okay, so winds and dragons. Let's see here. What about a year hand? Just hold all the year tiles. So there's a potential year hand, and we don't know which one. There's even this. Oh, look, here's a 7. 2017 year hand. Let's see. That's not using a whole lot of tiles though. Look, that's not a lot of tiles actually. Okay. Let's see. Look at this consecutive run here. Year hand and consecutive run pair hand. That's terrible. But oh, I just love playing pair hands. All right, well that's just way too far off, so that's not going to work. Really, I think it'd be nice to leverage these multiples though. Winds What, we do have all the 8s. What about if we played news pair hand with 8s? Wow, look at all those discards. That's terrible. News pair hand with 8s and then a year hand here. We could maybe do consecutive with the dots here. We could even do potentially the consecutive concealed hand with opposite dragons there as well. So I think what I would do here, we're in between consecutive with dots or a year hand here, and then I would do news with 8s. So even though there's options up there, and then this pair hand, that leaves us with 9 discards. That's not bad, but this is going to be a rough haul for this particular set of tiles, I think. If you came up with something different, let me know. All right, we'll do this one more time. All right. One joker out of all that. Wow. You don't have to have jokers though. Sometimes you don't even need them. Okay, so we have multiples here with the East, 4, 6, 7, 9. All right. How about 2, 4, 6, 8? 2, 4, 6, 8. We'll just save this one too. Just hold every 2, 4, 6, 8 just to give yourself options, but maybe 2, 4, 4, 6, 8 in mixed suits. So I would hold all 2, 4, 6, 8 for this one. And then for the other option, we do have 7s and 9s. This East and West, I think, might have to be sacrificed there. So with, oops. So with 7s and 9s, maybe we could play 7, 8, 9 consecutive. So I would hold that 8 up there for the 7, 8, 9 mixed suit consecutive hand. Basically Kongs 7, 8, 9 in mixed suits. Also, we could do 5, 7, 7, 9 here with the dragons. So I would hold the dragons. Here's 5, 7. We could do a 5, 7, 7, 9 big chows, or big chows, big odds. All right, so that's what I would do, I think, here. Again, we have 8 discards with options. So I would do big odds or consecutive 7, 8, 9 with maybe the dragons in there, perhaps. Well, the dragons would apply to the 5, 7, 7, 9 option. It would be 5, 7, 7, 9 with dots, and then basically the green dragon. But I would go ahead and hold the dragons. And then a 2, 4, 6, 8 for the bottom, and then discard all those over there. Let me know if you came up with something different for any of those, and we can talk about it, and maybe I'll redo it based on the comments that I get and see how viable they might have been. It's interesting how everybody sees something just a little different, and really most are viable. You can make it work. Let me know what you think about this exercise for Siamese Mah Jongg. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, click subscribe. Between now and the next Siamese Mah Jongg random pulls for American style, may all your picks be keepers.